Maybe that thing just wasn't meant to be. You are worthy of everything that you ever wanted. You are worthy of all the things that you feel you deserve. And maybe God just had to show you that you ain't get this thing that from this person, you ain't get this thing at this moment because you know you deserve more. God knows you deserve more. Y'all ain't work out because y'all was really not meant to be. You know, this person isn't communicating back with you because you know you deserve more. The bare minimum. Sometimes we can't even receive the bare minimum from people that we're pouring our all into, other people. We're pouring our all into these people. But we can't get something so effortless back. And in these moments is when I feel like we give up on ourselves. We feel like we're not worthy enough. But man, we gotta stop being judged by our experiences. We gotta stop being let down by expecting something from other people. And that's one thing that I had to learn in this life, is that you have to stop expecting things from other people. And it kind of hurts to say, because sometimes you can feel like you deserve love, right? You deserve to have good friendships. You deserve to have it. But why don't I see it right now is because you have to just be alone for a little bit. All right? You can't let the faults of other people change who you are. You can only worry about your own. You can only worry about your own problems. You can't always wonder why this person isn't texting you back. You know what? I just have to take this as a sign that they're just not interested. If I applied for this job and they have not got back to me, I just have to take this as a sign that this wasn't meant to be. I'm not meant to work here anyways. I thought I worked all these hours. I thought I deserved the bigger paycheck. You know what? I take this as a sign that God is showing me that I don't belong here. There's a bunch of different things that happen to us in our life. Different situations. There's a bunch of shit that happens. Some of us even find comfort in not getting what we feel we're deserving of. That it becomes so normal to receive what we don't feel we don't deserve. And now that's our new normal. We feel like we deserve to be treated like shit. Man, let me tell you something, especially about people. They are going to treat you how they're feeling on the inside. You ever notice somebody's having a good day? They may ask more questions about you. If somebody's having a good day, they might talk more about what's happening positively in their day, in their life. They may listen to you a little bit more. They may smile more. But if you notice they had a bad night, a bad morning, they didn't get much sleep last night, they complain more, they talk about more of the problems in their life. We can't really control anything that everybody else gives us. But we can control how we perceive everything, and we can control the boundaries that we set, but in a kind way, right? And when we go through this life, there's gonna be people who don't really know what you deserve. Not necessarily saying that it's your responsibility to show these people, hey, this is who I am. I make YouTube videos. You better respect me. Nah, ain't like that. But more in a way of, if I'm actually getting to know you, I'm gonna let you know that these are my boundaries and this is who I am, and you gotta respect me for who I am, or I can't be cool with you. I can't fuck with you no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's also the things that happen behind the scenes. The things that happen when nobody's watching you. Who are you? What do you deserve? I also feel like you have to put in the work in order to receive what you feel you deserve, right? But I ain't gonna lie, it's cool to be let down sometimes. It's cool to not always achieve your goals. It's cool to take some L's, man, because that's part of life, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't been sober in like 3 months, 4 months. But does that make me not a beautiful person? You know what I'm saying? Does that take away some of my beauty? There's a bee flying towards me right now. I ain't gonna lie. It makes me feel beautiful because he's actually landing on me. You know what I'm saying? I deserve beautiful things. I deserve to be treated with kindness, with love, because I care for myself, right? And some of us know what we deserve, and some of us still continue to be accepted, still continue to accept being treated poorly by some of the people that we give the most of our energy to. You know what you deserve. You're worthy of the life of the things that you want to have in your life. You're worthy of that shit. And when I say give these things to yourself, yeah, you could just sit in the mirror and say, I'm worthy. I deserve good things. Why are these things not happening to me? How you are, and I said this earlier. What the heck? What's up, bro? How you are on the inside, man, will really show up on the outside. How you truly feel, the things that you truly feel you deserve, will show up on the outside. This world is just a big ass mirror. I ain't gonna lie, it's a big mirror. One moment you can be mirroring positivity, and you will get what you deserve. You don't get what you think you will get. You get what you are in this world. You know what I'm saying? I just had a conversation with one of my homies, shout out to Abdullah. He was like, bro, I feel so lonely. You know, why does a teenager have to go through this? You know, sometimes we don't get what we feel like we deserve in this moment to teach us how to teach other people, or maybe to even teach us how to receive these things from other people, so that we then can tell people how we choose to be deserved, or how we feel that we should be deserved. I told you I wasn't capping. I don't know what the hell this is though. But man, life is truly beautiful. What do you deserve? You know what I'm saying? You deserve to be treated with kindness, with beautiful things. You know, you don't, like I literally just showed you don't chase, you attract. This bee is steady coming back to me. I'm not reaching my hand, I'm not moving. Why? Because we attract beautiful things in this life. You're a beautiful person. You deserve all the good things that are meant to. You deserve every good thing that you aspire to have, man. Every good thing that you dream of. You deserve it. And I don't want you to ever take yourself for granted, man. Don't you ever take yourself for granted, because you are a beautiful person. It ain't gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he's starting to bite me and shit. But nah, man. When you go through this life, try not to expect too much. Try not to expect too much. Try to just be here. Set healthy boundaries. Do good things. Be the person that you want to be. Be the person who is capable of receiving the thing that you feel like you deserve. Because how the hell is you praying for a healthy relationship, but you can't even imagine yourself being in one? Or once you get that relationship, once you pray for this person, you get this person, now you're not even able to keep that person because you have all this fear, you have all this guilt, you've been caught up in too much social media, and now you don't think that somebody's capable of loving you. There's certain shit that you got to deal with that's to help you heal, to help you really rediscover who you are and rediscover what you're really worthy of. So, look, man, I just want to say that you are deserving of the world that you are aspiring to live in, the world that you dream of. You know, I need to look up what type of bee this is, though. I ain't gonna lie, because that shit he keeps coming back to me, bro. I just took a picture, but I just want to let y'all know that I really do love y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. You know, you guys hold a special place in my heart. You know, we all deserve beautiful and good things. So I really appreciate y'all. Check the members in the description. $8, you guys get to request any video you want. You get to request your own personal video. Anything you need help with, I got y'all over there. Trust. It's a beautiful community. Join the Discord in the bio, description. Love to have y'all there. I love y'all.